When I say Doctor Who movie, what do you think of? Do you think of the 1996 TV movie that was actually part of the show? Or perhaps the 1965 movie that had nothing to do with the show? Or even the sequel to the 1965 movie that had nothing to do with the show? Know what I'm talking about? Well, in 1965 and 1966, the Daleks became movie stars. In this week's video, I'm going to be diving into the two Doctor Who films that everyone seems to forget about. This is the lost movies of Doctor Who. It all began in 1965. On the 23rd of August in 1965, Doctor Who and the Daleks was released in the UK. This was the first film of the two, and this film told the story of an eccentric inventor and his companions who travel in his TARDIS to the planet Skaro and encounter the Daleks. At the time of the film's release, William Hartnell was playing the Doctor on TV, but for the film, Peter Cushing was cast as the Doctor. Reportedly, William was disappointed that Peter replaced him for the film. Unlike the show, Susan and Barbara were both the Doctor's grandchildren in the film. In the show, Susan was the Doctor's granddaughter and Barbara was her schoolteacher. And, in the film, Ian is Barbara's boyfriend, not her colleague. In the UK, the film was the 20th biggest British box office moneymaker in 1965. But in the US, the film didn't go very well. For the film, the Daleks were also redesigned slightly. The base of the film Daleks were created to be bigger, which made them taller. This also helped to make the film Daleks seem like more of a threat. But in 1966, just under a year since the first film, the second film was released. On the 5th of August in 1966, Daleks' Invasion of Earth 2150 AD was released in the UK. This was the second film of the two, and this film was a lot different, with it being set in the future. Daleks' Invasion of Earth 2150 AD told the story of the Doctor and his friends arriving from the 20th century to 2150 to stop a Dalek invasion. Not all of the same cast returned. Peter Cushing returned as the Doctor, and Roberta Tovey returned as the Doctor's granddaughter Susan, but the two actors that played Barbara and Ian didn't return due to scheduling conflicts. As a replacement to Barbara and Ian, the characters of Tom and Louise were created. Tom Campbell was played by Bernard Cribbins, who would return to the Whoniverse in New Who to play the role of Donna Noble's granddad, Wilfred Mott. In the UK, the film didn't do very well. A third film had been planned, but the plans were scrapped due to the underwhelming performance of the first two movies. These two films were never intended to tie into the show. In the novelisation of the 50th anniversary special, The Day of the Doctor, Kate Stewart references the films by telling Clara that the films were based on the Doctor's actual adventures, and that the Doctor and Peter Cushing were good friends, and that the Doctor even loaned one of his coats to Peter. So, have you seen these two films before? What did you think of them?